Order number 8, motion to the County Secretary on transfer of functions, technical staff and resources from the respective county departments to Kilifi and Malindi municipalities.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, yet again for giving me an opportunity to present before this House a motion, Mr. Speaker, that is directed to the County Secretary. And the motion is about transfer of functions. That aware that Section 9(1) of the Urban Areas and Cities Act, Mr. Speaker, 2011 provides that the county governor may, on the resolution of the County Assembly, confer the status of municipality on a town that meets the criteria set out in subsection 3 by a grant of a charter in the prescribed form. Further aware that the County Assembly, through a resolution made on a plenary sitting of Tuesday, 9th October 2018, conferred to the status of municipality on Kilifi and Malindi towns, recognizing that His Excellency the Governor, pursuant to Section 20 of the Urban Areas and Cities Act 2011 and Article 5 of the Kilifi and Malindi municipalities charters, the County Executive Committee, through Kenya Gazette Notice numbers 790 and 791, dated 22nd November 2019, respectively delegated the functions to be undertaken by the two municipalities. Further recognizing that through Kenya Gazette Notice numbers 790 and 791, the concerned departments were supposed to transfer or second technical personnel to Kilifi and Malindi municipalities for effective and efficient service delivery with effect from 21st December 2019, but some of the departments are still withholding the functions and the resources, recognizing of the fact that resources should follow functions. Now, therefore, this House urges the County Executive Committee through the County Secretary to fully transfer to Kilifi and Malindi municipalities the gazetted functions, the required technical staff, and the resources necessary for effective and efficient performance of functions in the next financial year. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I call upon Honorable Saumu to second the motion. Thank you. Okay, thank you for Honorable Saumu seconding the motion. Mr. Speaker, before before she contributes on seconding the motion, Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to make some highlights and probably some directive contributions towards the same. Mr. Speaker, as the motion has indicated, it is close to 2 years now, Mr. Speaker, that some very critical functions should have been transferred to the municipalities that we passed in this assembly. Mr. Speaker, devolution was meant to bring development closer to the people, Mr. Speaker. And that is why, as a House, we decided to allow the two municipalities here in Kilifi, Mr. Speaker, that is Kilifi and Malindi municipalities. That is because we wanted development to come closer to the people of Kilifi, Mr. Speaker. But as we speak, there are some functions that are still held up by departments, Mr. Speaker. Look, for example, garbage collection, Mr. Speaker. That is meant to be done properly by the municipalities, Mr. Speaker. It is still hinged in the environment department, Mr. Speaker. Look at the issues to do with staff, Mr. Speaker. These municipalities, when they came to present before the budget committees, Mr. Speaker, they are still working on skeleton staff, Mr. Speaker, that was transferred from the national government and the county government, Mr. Speaker, and they don't have the autonomy to actually work on their functions, Mr. Speaker. And when you question them, it's like many of the resources that would have allowed them to work promptly, Mr. Speaker, are still held by the departments, Mr. Speaker. The issues to do with the drainage system, Mr. Speaker. You visit Kilifi and Malindi during the rainy season, Mr. Speaker, you will see like it's hell on the ground, Mr. Speaker. Water is almost everywhere. You go to the roundabout, Mr. Speaker, it is waterlogged. You visit Total fuel station, Mr. Speaker, it is totally waterlogged. So these are the functions that we feel will be performed better by the municipalities themselves. The issues to do with the lighting system, Mr. Speaker, it is totally in a mess. And it is because the departments are piling on many functions that are not theirs. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, if honorable members will deem it fit, and I urge them, Mr. Speaker, and kindly appeal to them to support this motion so that these functions, Mr. Speaker, can be sent to the ground and our municipalities can actually be working. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I call upon the seconder to make her contributions and call upon honorable members to support this motion for effective and efficient service delivery. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also raise to second and support the motion and to appreciate the mover of the motion for bringing such a noble motion, Mr. Speaker. He's proven to be one of the brilliant minds we have in this assembly, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if we recall, last year, the governor and all the stakeholders for the initiation of the municipalities were here and they gave their presentation and the whole house was pleased for that. Mr. Speaker, the assembly moved forward to pass the then policy for the same municipality to be formed. Mr. Speaker, the essence of the formation of the municipalities was to make sure that provision of quality urban services which will promote environmental sustainability in the municipalities was done. And it was done, it's supposed to be done independently with the formation of the municipality boards, Mr. Speaker. And the same was done. The municipality boards were formed for both Malindi and Kilifi municipality, and functions and even the charter for the municipalities, Mr. Speaker, are out. And some of the functions of the municipality, Mr. Speaker, are ranging from garbage collection, street lighting, drainage system, maintenance, and also maintenance of pathworks in the towns, Mr. Speaker. We also have animal control that is also supposed to be done by the municipality. We also have markets now are under the municipality, and also we have the maintenance of the oceans we have in terms of cleaning it under the municipality. But Mr. Speaker, all these functions, Mr. Speaker, cannot be done without resources, Mr. Speaker. The municipality charter has a lot of functions that the municipality board are not able to do because these functions and especially the resources have not been channeled to the board. Mr. Speaker, the departments that have been mostly affected, it's the Department of Trade. We also see the Department of Roads, the Department of Land also. We see the Department of Gender and the Department of Agriculture that are supposed to fully transfer the functions and resources to the board for the order of the board to be able to work. Mr. Speaker, and we are urging honorable members to support this motion so that when we say resources should be transferred to the board, Mr. Speaker, we need both financial, we need both personnel resources and also the specific functions that the board is supposed to do. Because as we are talking, Mr. Speaker, 90% of these functions are still under the same departments that they were in. The board is there, but it's not working. The board is there, but it does not have specific personnel. Mr. Speaker, even if you work right now at the board of the municipality of Malindi, you will even see the doors are closed because they don't have resources. They don't have resources in terms of personnel, they don't have resources in terms of finance, and these are very vital, Mr. Speaker, for the boards to be up and running. We could not have, as an assembly, passed a very brilliant idea of forming these towns into municipality, and then the specific departments are micromanaging this municipality. That, Mr. Speaker, beats the whole essence of us even having gone forward to first form them as municipality. So I am urging fellow honorable members to pass this motion, Mr. Speaker, so that we can see the board up and running, and also it's going to be beneficial for especially the youth and women of Kilifi County, because we are going to see some opportunities coming up in terms of jobs, and our youth and women will benefit from it. So I urge fellow honorable members, we pass this motion so that the municipalities can be operational. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Asante sana Mr. Speaker, Bwana Speaker, kwa kunipatia nafasi hii kuchangia kuhusu mada hii. Kwa kweli nafikiri mada hii imekuja kwa wakati mzuri, ikiwa ni juzi tu rais wetu ambaye aliweza kutia saini ile mambo ya tanukuu kwa kizungu, ile mambo ya county attorneys, ya kwamba waweze kuwekwa kisheria. Na tukiingia kwa mambo ya manispaa, ni kwamba hizi manispaa, Mheshimiwa Spika, ziko na jukumu kubwa sana katika uchumi wa hii kaunti yetu. Mbali na haya majukumu, manispaa ni vitengo muhimu sana ambavyo vinaweza kuchangia mapato ya kaunti kwa njia tofauti tofauti. Kwa hivyo tunapoidhinisha mswada huu, ni kwamba uadilifu utaonekana katika nyanja mbalimbali, mahususan tukiangalia katika vichinjio vyetu, pale kuna hitaji ya kuimarisha ubora hasa wa usafi na kuhakikisha kwamba wananchi wanapata lishe bora. Pia vile vile kuna mapato na pia miundo msingi mizuri ambayo itafanyika katika masoko yetu ya sehemu hizi ambazo zimepitishwa kuwa manispaa. Pia kama wenzangu vile walivyochangia, ni kwamba utendakazi na hasa usimamizi utaweza kuimarika zaidi. Kwa hivyo nimesimama kuunga mkono majukumu ya maofisi haya ambayo yalibunishwa yakaweza kutekelezwa. Asante Bwana Spika.